What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So I'm doing is it a review? Just a really cool video. I'm doing a video today on a couple blades that Scab over at Choir Boys Outdoors sent me. And normally I do each knife's video independently, but this time I have to do things a little different. And the reason is straight up 100%. Got some stuff on it. Because fanboys. Fanboys are the worst people in the world. Everybody knows, especially like Cold Steel fanboys, or I don't want to say K-Bar, but just the K-Bar utility, the USMC. The fanboys for those are just, you can't say anything. And there's going to be some fanboys here that are going to have something to say if I don't do this video the way I want to do it. I was going to just bring you this APOC Rhino. It's the Demko Rhino hybrid. I was going to do just a video on this, but if I do, I'm going to say things about this knife that's going to make fanboys go crazy and just, you can't say that. You hate everything. And here's the thing. If I said one negative thing, like let's say I talked about this grip and I hate it. Let's say I said, oh, this grip is terrible. But let's say, even though it's not, the rest of the knife was great. Fanboys don't listen to everything. They wait until you say one thing. And then they explode. Oh, you blah, blah, you don't know anything about this, blah, blah. Okay, I get it. But I figured I'm going to do both because I hate this. I love this. APOC knives, I freaking love. I have a great history with them. It's all Kaz Siberia stuff. When myself, Scab, Choir Boys Outdoors, Joe, The Steel Mindset, when we all went to Blade Show, the very last thing I bought and I paid for, but I got a great deal from these guys. They treated me real good. Was a sword that I have hanging over there that I brought home with me from Blade Show, and I was super excited to do so. But as a matter of fact, I think I couldn't fly it home, so I think Scab took it home to play with it and then mailed it to me. So when I say something bad about something, and especially these are done by Demko. Andrew Demko is one of my favorite knife designers. This guy brought us the Triad lock. And not only that, but there's a new one he came out with that I haven't even checked out yet called the Shark Lock that I really need to examine. But I am a big Demko fan. So when I saw this, I was really confused that this was designed by him. And there's a reason why. So the sheaths, first of all, Kydex sheaths do the job 100%. They do have the floppy nylon, which I don't like, but it's okay. It'll still get the job done. Tons of lashing, and it's the same on both. This one has that. This one has the cage. I'd prefer the cage over this. Another just one up on this knife. But let's get into them because I figure for everything I'm going to say negative about this, I'm going to have an equal amount or more positive things to say about this. And it just goes to show that the same maker from the same designer using the same maker can make two knives that are completely different. This thing, as soon as I saw it, I didn't like it. And my favorite animal is a rhino. And this thing really does look like a rhino. I think he did a great job, Demko, of pulling off the does it look like a rhino look. Yeah, he did. I hate it. I did a short where I took it out and I threw it just to see if I could stick the spike, and I did. And that was fun. But the rest of this thing, I hate it. I absolutely don't like it. Your main grip where you're going to be holding it is going to be right around here. Its comfort is made to squeeze right up here. that is a zero leverage hold. So if you're using it for like what it's made to do and it's a chopper, your grip point now has become all the way up into the blade, which is a fine task grip. This is not a fine task knife. One thing that saves him here is that he does actually swell it in the rear so you can pull back, but this grip is lazy. It's just a square grip all the way around. It's thin, it's square, it's slick, it's awful. It's just not a very good grip, which in contrast, you take this one and you can see it's got some flow to it. It bends. It's got a little raise in here for fingers to lock into. You can hold that fine grip. You can hold that rear grip or mid grip. You can hold that rear grip and everything is going to work. While this is not an actual finger choil, for things like feathering and fine work, you can utilize it. The blade shape is beautiful. Everything about this knife absolutely works. Where he started his grooves up top is great. It pulls down through the grip, so you have all that jimping available at your hand. This knife is phenomenal. Now, on the website, this one is $145. This one is $99. I would rather pay $145 for this and see this at the $99 because this is a more limited knife. Chops. Maybe does like some fine work. We'll definitely do some fine work. Not good for stabbing, for penetration. Great for penetration. This is a well-rounded, all-around great knife. This, you can chop with it, or you can, chop. You can use it as like a camp kitchen type knife, things like that. If you bag a deer and you're cutting it up, and let's say you're using your knife to cut up, if you want to use this for bone breaking, that's great. But it is way more limited than this. And not only that, it's homely. The grip is just kills me that this is a Demko, because this dude, I mean, right next to me, right over here, is my 4Max that I freaking love. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with Demko. Okay, so this is a Demko design. It's cold steel, but it's not cold steel. This is made in Italy, right? Designed by Demko. None of this knife is cold steel, except they put their tab on it, and they're the ones that Demko went through to have this done. And this is one of the greatest folders, if not the greatest folder ever made. And it has nothing to do with cold steel. This is all the Italian makers and Andrew Demko. And this thing came together to be freaking phenomenal. Look at this grip. This is an any hand grip. It is absolutely perfect. It does everything. This knife right here is what made me love Demko. I can take that knife out anytime. I have my four major knives, right? My 4 major knives, another Italian made. This is a collaboration between Tops and Fox. This is the CQT Magnum. And I got the last one available, like, on the planet. This was the last one, and now nobody can find them. Nobody wants to sell them because it is a phenomenal knife. So, and I know I'm off course with this. I'll just show you. So I got my Demko. This is my own knife design. This is the D-Bad Pocket Warrior. And this thing, again, the grip is the most important part of the knife. And if you have a crappy grip, you have a crappy knife. And outside of that, it's going to be my ADV Tactical Badlands buoy. Again, look at the grip. It's just phenomenal. What an amazing hold on this thing. Those are the 4 knives that are my treasure knives. Like, those aren't going anywhere blades. I almost sold my my 4Max because I was thinking, oh, I'll sell my 4 Max, I'll get some bucks and do it. And then reality hit me and I was like, nope, can't get rid of it. Just love it too much. Don't love this. So this is the first APOC knife I've picked up that I don't like. And remember, this is all personal opinion, subject to opinion only. This one I freaking love. This is exactly what I expect from APOC. Now, because this is running on for 10 minutes now, what I want to do is I'll take them outside and I'll show you that this, just because I don't like it, remember, personal opinion is personal opinion. I don't like it. I guarantee you it's going to chop like a banshee out of hell. I don't want to do a full regular review because, as you can see, these are some used knives. Scabber put them through some paces. He put a lot of work into them. While he does take care of his edges, and these edges are fine, they are not original edges, so I don't want to do original edge testing. I figure we'll just take them out, do a little hitting, have some fun. And I wanted to share these with you because I think this right here is a knife that if you are looking for a field knife, a camp knife, a hunting knife, I think this thing should be on your radar, especially $99. Oh, I should probably do the specs before we go out. We'll start with this, my favorite one, the Rhino. So it is a 6-inch titanium coated D2 blade, which thank you for using D2. It is G10 slabs, just slabs. Overall, it's 12 3/4 inches. The handle length is 6 inches. The blade length is 6 inches. And I know you just heard that. A 6-inch handle, 6-inch blade, 12 3/4. The 3/4 is, I don't know. I don't know. So as a matter of fact, let's check because that's kind of weird. So the 3/4 is kind of, oh, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. The handle is 6 inches. From the deepest part, we're looking at just over 6.5. So the measurements are a little bit off on this one, but you get it. It's right there. Let's see. Weight, 1 pound, 8 ounces. Thickness at the guard is 5.5 millimeters, done right. Thickness at the tip is the same. And that's it for this one. Next, let's get into the one I'm really excited about, and the knife that if I was going to spend $99 on a knife, I would have no problems spending $99 on this knife. It's designed by Demko, so I'm going to respect it because just love the dude. And B, it's made by APOC. Cast Siberia does it all right, and I love that. So this one is 13 inches overall, 6-inch grip with a 6 3/4 inch blade. It is 4.8 millimeters, so a little bit thinner, so it's going to be a better slicer. Thickness at the tip is 1 millimeter of D2 steel, properly heat treated. These guys do it right. And it is a G10 grip. Let's go outside. Sprinkling a little bit today. It's sprinkling. We are about to get hit with some hardcore rain though. So this is some Arizona very, very hard stuff. I mean, I am hitting that spike into it and I was having a hard time getting it to stick. I have to really, really put in. You can see it's barely in there. This is hard. So let's hit it. And again, it has no problem. Oh, man, the whole thing just literally shifted in my hand, and that's what I'm talking about, this grip. If I hold it where it's comfortable up top, it's not giving me the leverage that I need. Pieces hit me in the face that I need. I have to hold it way down here. The problem with this slab grip, and again, my hands are different than yours. I have double X hands. This is puny in my hand, and it is super uneasy. But like I said, it's going to chop. It's going to work. It's made by the right maker. They're going to make it to work. And Andrew Demko, even if it's something I don't like aesthetically, especially, it's going to work. The guy knows what he's doing. He's not a good designer. He's a great designer. You don't hear me say that about a lot of designers because there's a lot of things that some designers do to where they go out of their way to try to be so different and try to make the next great thing that they make unrealistic knives that shouldn't be made. Demko's not like that. He makes knives mainly like this that are just going to be phenomenal. I don't know how well that's going to be in there. I don't want to fall down and get my dog. So this one is chopping again like a maniac. I'm able to hold it way down here, so I'm able to do the same job, right, as far as hitting is concerned, as the Rhino. But with this, woohoo, that fell out. Tell you that I put that Rhino into that tree real hard. Just that little vibrating broke it free. That's crazy. This wood is so hard. So when you see me chopping and pieces are flying off, they're not supposed to be flying off. You have to really hit it. You have to have some good edge work for a tree like this, because this tree sucks. Look at this. This thing is a beast. I have zero rolling in the hand on this. Let's see. Let's pick this damn thing up. All right, so holding it in my hand and spinning it, I could barely get it to move there. Reverse, I have a really good positive grip, and that was mid grip. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That is such a well-designed knife. This one, you hear the grip? I'm tight. You can actually hear the grinding in my hand from slippage. Try the other way around without cutting myself. I'm using my thumb and a finger, and I'm able to spin this thing around. The grip is so small and so just oddly squared. And if it was maybe more squared, maybe it wouldn't roll so much, but it would be crazy uncomfortable. But it's squared with rounded edges all the way around evenly. It just doesn't do it. I mean, I hate to say something like, oh, what was he thinking? Because you have no idea the amount of respect for Demko that I have. I couldn't even begin to start to explain. Saw those guys down at Blade Show. Everybody in the booth, I think it was his brother, was there, and they were just really, really great people. And the guy just knows what he's doing. And this one, for me, is an absolute fail. It's doing what I want it to do right here, but I can definitely feel it changing in the grip, where this one is so freaking secure. Telling you, this is an amazing knife. This is awesome. I don't want to tell you that this sucks. It sucks for me. It's just for you. You might put it in your hand and say, "Oh my God, it's the greatest thing I ever felt," and that's fine. You're a liar, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I would never tell somebody not to buy somebody's product. For me, I can tell you I would never buy this because A, I don't have a use for it, and B, I just don't like it. The way it shifts in the hand when I hit is it's dangerous for me. For you, you might have tiny little hands and it might be great. For me, it's literally because of how it's designed in the grip. It's an actual danger. I can physically lose the grip on the knife and get hit by the blade or the spike. But this one, this thing is nice. I mean, that is phenomenal. Weighted wise, the thing is beautiful. Balance wise, it's beautiful. Design wise, it's beautiful. Everything about this is what I would expect in a Demko knife. Both of them, how they operate, is what I expect in an APOC knife. So, I mean, win-win there. It's just overall design versus overall design. And it's kind of a battle between the Demkos, I know, but this thing for $99, I'm telling you right now, if you want a phenomenal knife, I would literally today recommend, like, run over there. You know what I mean? I don't know how many they make. I don't know if it's going to be a short production. I don't know if it's going to keep running, but you want to get one of these before they're gone. This is freaking awesome. I'll actually put the I'm going to put their website up, but I'll put it on the page because you can get them by designer. So it'll just be these two blades and you'll be able to see them. I mean, really look at this one if you like a cleaver style. But if you like a knife that's going to be in a literally all around, do all, beat all, this thing is 150% worth the $99. My D-Bad Preacher is $99. And it's an insane price for a knife like the Preacher. And this is in the same way. It's too good for the price. It's just too good for the price. This knife is freaking awesome. Absolutely stoked that Scabber sent these to me to check out. And I know, he sent you a knife and you talk smack about it and blah, blah, blah. We are not here in the business of making fanboys happy. We're here in the business of being honest about a blade. And as much as I love APOC, as much as Cass Iberia has helped me out before they sent me things, as much as I love Demko, as much as the Demko people treated me really good over at Blade Show, I can't be dishonest and hide feelings. Otherwise, what would that make me? Especially if you come to the channel because you're ready to spend some money and you need an honest opinion. If I didn't give you that, I would have, how could I have any self-respect? This thing, though, I'm telling you guys, this is one super, super awesome knife. This is absolutely wonderful. So follow the link below, check them out. And if you're looking to buy a knife and you don't want to break the bank, but you want a break the bank kind of knife, like quality blade, this is good. What I would recommend is taking out your Chicago screw. All you need to do is take out one side, add a little Loctite in there, and put it back on. I am getting a slight movement in here, but I mean, this is really hard, and I'm adding a lot of shock. Scab used this on a whole lot of stuff. This knife has gone through some absolute abuse, and for it to just be, I just felt it as I was going. You can maybe see, that's how slight it is. I could feel it, but you can't really see it moving. If that's all you got out of the amount of abuse this thing took so far, that's crazy. And if you Loctite it, it's never going to go anywhere. This thing's awesome, man. Scabber, thank you for sending this. Demko, thanks for designing it. APOC, thanks for making it. This is a super all around, I love it type knife. This is one of those where I hold in regards with, like, the Essie Hunglis. It's that awesome. Fan freaking tastic. That's it for this one. Hi, I'm Donnie BLD. Until next video.